Godzilla walks into a bar. Godzilla walks into a bar. He's much smaller than you'd expect, really. Scaly, dark, and haggard. He's been sleeping it off for centuries. All that rage, dust, and ashes washed out of the cracks in his suit by the surging Pacific. He's graceful, surprisingly so, swan-like even. He will not look at you. When he sits, his forearms pool on the bar like crayons in the sun. His belly is a flat tire collapsing into his crotch. Whatever may be there is hidden. He'll order something tropical, all rum and fruit and fire, incinerate the paper umbrella with a tiny burst that could have been a laugh. He swivels his head to watch it burn, left, right, then pokes its charred skeleton down into the tumbler and gives it a feeble stir with stubby fingers. One dark claw etches delicate architecture into the condensation on the glass. And when he turns, half smiles at you, at last, you understand love at first sight. This poem is an ode, which is, for those who may not know, it's a poem that you sort of sing to your loved one first thing in the morning. Ode. Let's get old in a house with stairs, so we'll have something to complain about together, hanging on to the banister, each other, as we hoist ourselves up and down. I don't need grandchildren, so let's hang laundry and petunias from the swing set. Send our son off packing to New York or San Francisco, hell to Europe if he wants, even Nepal. He's smart. He'll find his way. Let's get old in a house with no HOA. We'll build a stone grotto for Aphrodite in the yard, ice its ceiling with seashells, and nurse cold long necks in its blue light, and make out like teenagers again. I'll roast the Cornish hens if you'll scrub the pots, like always. You'll sing tunes I won't recognize until the chorus, and tell me again and again about how you fell off the barbed wire fence to get your scar, and I won't mind at all. Let's get old in a house with a coffee shop around the corner where we'll roost at the counter side by side and say the usual, settle into our magazines while we sip, and tip double on Sundays, just because. If I start to shout, it's only because my ears don't always catch my voice. My laugh will be louder, too. And I'll lean into your shoulder in the garden, under the eaves, to catch the kiss that always waits for me right there, on your cheek, next to your grin. Listen, listen, the stars. The sun lashed out all day until bruised evening slid with a thud onto the horizon, and the smog curled its toes as the chill licked its tender ears. And you sang, oh, where, sweet mama, did the stars go, the stars go? They wove blankets of city lights and haze, I hum. And you tell me time must be a coat of ragged scales clanging in the clocks, and that's what scared the stars. I mouth your down of oatmeal-scented hair, and I say yes, my dumpling, my cuddle monkey, my jar of lightning, yes. This last one is for one of my favorite childhood books, Ferdinand, about the bull. The Passion of Ferdinand. Make way for Ferdinand, who refused his horns their use. Twin spears, twin spires, uplifted in offering to the lords of pollen, to the goddesses of bloom. Wreathe them in hyacinths, these horns. Bring bouquets to line the path for his delicate hooves, cloven, cleaving to the patient earth. And like Io, I'll low and loll in his fields. Prince of peace, whose beautiful resistance stayed the sword, who sat and inspired perfumed taboo, great haunches bundled, power arrested in sand. Will there ever be another bull like him? Let him reign under his cork tree, beast of great blossoming, whose life forgives the boys who shove, who punch, who rut in the burgeoning fields below, where I await his blessing.